Hello, welcome back. This is a Long Call Gamer. I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel and my Let's Play series in Lapito's Galacticraft. This is episode 3. Since we left off, or where I left off in episode 2, I was going to say I was going to do some manual sifting and stuff. And as you can see, I prepared for it with a ton of stone hammers, which turns out to be a waste. Because I actually have a decent amount of minerals, enough to get my auto hammers and auto sifting done. As you can see, I've collected 8 diamonds. 5 of those were from those magic beanstalks, which were a lifesaver, really. Really sped up the progress. I already have 18 blocks of iron, but I have an additional 14 iron chunks, which of course with the smeltery will double that. Let's see, I also have 15 ingots. So I have a lot of iron, and I have enough. I have 10 diamonds, which is enough for 5 auto hammers. So it's more than enough. There's really no point in me auto sifting anything. I'm just going to start cooking up that iron. One thing I forgot to check is aluminum, because we will need power, so we need wires. Also we need some nickel. Oops, I keep on selecting the wrong one. Let's see. Okay, I have some wool, but that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for Ivar will need, or Invar. I'm gonna get rid of these hammers. And actually, I'm going to get rid of these ore pieces too. Whoops. Ore pieces too. Take our bronze pickaxe. Just mine those out of the way real quick. Let's see. Where do we have? There's some nickel right there. And 17. Oh, actually, we have quite a bit of aluminum. Let's see if we don't have any aluminum hidden. Oh, there's some more aluminum. So we have 28. Just making sure no other aluminum hiding in here. Nope. Okay, so we have 28. Oh, so we have plenty of aluminum for wires. That's awesome. Let's see. Aluminum does not interact with iron or nickel, I don't believe. But just to be safe, let's add. We're gonna need some Invar for some more power gen. Let's see. We have 6, so that's enough for 1. So if I add 2 more, that'll be enough for a second one. I have enough iron. Let's do enough. Let's make it so we have 3 more. So that'll give us 4 total magnetic generators. For what we're doing right now will be plenty. Let's see. What else we're going to need some hardened fluid ducts. I don't think I ever made those. Those also require Invar, so I'm going to need even more. Um, let's just add rest of these 6. Keep it even. Make lots of Invar here. Sorry, I got to adjust my mic. Oh, sorry about that. I had an itch on my ear. Not that you needed to know that. So let's see. What did I do? A total of 10. So that'll give us 20 Invar ingots. No, it'll give us more than that. Am I going to burn through all my area? Nope. Still have 1 block and 3 ingots. So that'll give us 19. Including the pieces. That'll give us plenty of iron. Okay, so then we're going to have... whoops. I did not let that nickel melt. Oh well, I'll just reforge that. What did I say? 2 blocks and 6 ingots. So let's just pour those out. I think I'm actually for now. Once again, I'm going to ignore the floor levels. So that'll be 2 ingots and then 1 block and 3. Okay. So 1 block. Oops, I thought that was ready. You could tell right there because it fills in those last lines when it finished cooling. Pretty much for all ingots. I think it's actually for all ingots there. Then we should have 1 more. Take our block of iron. Smeltery should be empty. Yep, so let's do aluminum now. None of those are cooled. Luckily, aluminum melts real fast. So 6 and 2. I'll just do 1 now. So once that's cooled, I'll do all 5. Keep it simple. Yep, 5 blocks. Perfect. So start down here. And as I guess that would be cool. Okay. So, okay, we got a lot of resources now. We probably have enough. I'm probably going to only go with 1 more power gen right now. Just because I'm going to need my Invar for the hardened fluid ducts. So, let's see. Yep, so we'll add to that, which is our 1 that's currently powering our crusher, or pulverizer. But first, before I forget, whoops, sorry, I'm all over the place. Let's collect all these, because we're done with these. Forget auto sifting, or manual sifting anymore, hopefully. I say that, I'm probably going to have to go back and use them now. But before we get anywhere, I want to create a couple of things real quick. The first one is I'm going to create an auto sifter because that requires more iron than anything else we're going to be building. So just type in auto and it'll narrow it down enough. Auto sieve. As you can see, it requires 4 glass panes, 2 blocks, 2 ingots, and a normal sieve. So let's see. We do have glass. So that's just, 2x3 pattern makes 16. So we're going to need those in the corners, a sieve in the middle, 2 iron ingots down here, and then 2 of our blocks up here. And then we're going to need some auto hammers. So those require just 6 ingots, 2 pressure plates, which are just 2 ingots. So, I mean, these require quite a bit of iron too. Let's make 3 for now. So I'm going to need 6 plates. And we're going to need some more iron, obviously. I'll just click randomly. I don't know how many I just grabbed. Oops. We're going to also need, as you saw, some diamond hammers. So apparently I don't have any sticks. I thought I already had some sticks. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to make all 5. I'm going to use up all my diamonds, which might not be a smart thing, but oh well. And then we need, like that. Of course, we only have enough for 3, but doesn't really matter. And then just put a hammer there. Shift click, since it's the only spot I could go into. Whoops. I already used them all because I had, actually I'm going to create 1 more, and I will explain why real quick. The reason is I want right now, the thing we need most is metal ingots. The easiest way to get metal ingots right now is to run cobblestone through an iron mesh. So all we need is 1 auto hammer to turn cobblestone into, or stone into, or gravel through an iron mesh. So run cobblestone through an auto hammer, create gravel, and then sift it. So that will be 1. But the next one we're going to want is we're going to need like stuff like redstone and glowstone. Those you need dust. So you need 1 to go from cobblestone to gravel. You need a second one to go from gravel to sand. And finally a third one to go from sand to dust. That means we're also going to need 1 more auto sieve. I don't know why I accidentally split those, but there we go. So This will be the start of our automation. Uh, let's see. What do I have for pipes? I can't remember. Okay, I have 24 item ducts and I have 9 aluminum wire. That's actually pretty good. But we're going to need some servos. Servos are also a very simple recipe. We'll go through a ton of these. We're going to need iron nuggets, and I do 2 just because you're going to need 2 in 2 spots, so 9 and 9, so you don't have any extras. I do only have 17, so I'm going to need some more iron ingots. Just 1 more technically. And I'm going to make a lot of servos here because we'll use them all. And that's a simple recipe. So you have iron nugget, glass, iron nugget, and then below that you have iron ingot, redstone, and then another iron ingot. So now we've got 9 of those. To put some of this stuff back, let's see. This is our completed, so we don't need the auto or those sieves anymore. We only need 2 mesh. In here, let's just put all this iron back, or all the ingots back and blocks the metals. Same with the glass. Where was I putting flint? Okay, apparently I was putting flint here. Some eggs. Just clean up my inventory here. And put this hammer back in here. And emeralds. We don't need any emeralds right now, so whoops. Why did I grab the aluminum? Okay. And we have an extra diamond hammer. We'll worry about that later. Let's go lay this out so I could show you where everything will go. So let's see again. This is my production level. This is the top basement level 1. So this will be where we're going to have all of our auto sieves and auto hammers. I want them against this wall once again so I could turn the power off for my power gen, which would be over in this corner. So I want them over here so I could kind of isolate the power later. And let's just go. Let's see, I'm going to have, remember these torches are where my glowstones are, so I don't want to build over that. So I'll probably have a cobblestone generator here. I have plenty of room, so let's go out to here. And that'll be for our gravel, and then sieve the gravel. And then for our other one, we'll have gravel, sand, dust, and then sieve. Let's put the pipes. So that'll connect that, and then just servo, you just right click on one of those end pieces. And go to the redstone control, and I always just do ignore, so that means it will always run. You could whitelist or blacklist things. These basic ones, as you can see, you only can do 3. It only transfers 8 at a time. So I could do whitelist, it will only accept stuff that's in there. So say, I don't know why you'd want only iron stiffened mesh, but right now it would only accept iron mesh. If I had blacklist, it will accept everything but the iron mesh. And then, of course, we're going to want an output. And I think, oops, nope, I thought I had a chest. But I'm just going to pipe it all to here. And then over here, same thing, just going to lay down some transfer pipes. But need one more there is what I wanted. And servos. See why I made 9? I'm going to use almost all of them just right here. Turn that one on. So yeah, so I use 6 just in this little simple setup. Now, pipes. Yeah, so they don't have redstone. Nothing's interfering with redstone there. I'm gonna have a storage crate right here, but I'm gonna need to run power. So that's just kind of a reference hole there. And that way I know it's every second one is something that'll need power. We're gonna need 4 in this row since there's 4 units. I don't know what that noise is. They're making me nervous. Okay, so there's our power. Or where our power will go. I know we don't have enough aluminum wire yet, but just put the wires down there. Yeah, so you get the idea of how it's all going to work. And we're out. Patch up this first hole. And as you see, since this is our power level we're on now, our power banks will be right here, so we'll just run wires up and then over. And I'll put a little toggle switch to turn so we can turn it on and off. Now down here, we need a way to get this up. So this is item ducts, so we need those hardened fluid ducts. But anyways, we'll just pipe it straight up. So that'll be where it goes up. So our first power bank will be right up there. Or magnetic generator, not a power bank. Keep on hearing skeletons and other noises, and it's kind of making me nervous. So we'll pick this stuff up. Actually, I'm gonna leave my pulverizer right there. I don't need that right now. Actually, yes, I do, because I need a cobblestone generator. So I think I already have graphite made up. There's a graphite ingot. Thought I had 4, but apparently I am wrong. So I'm going to need 3 more. And I'll just use a couple pieces of wood to burn that. So we'll fuel first, then that. We'll pulverize those 4 pieces of, or those 4 ingots once it's done cooking. Make a new cobblestone gen. While we're doing that, let's look at hardened fluid ducts again. I forgot. I know it requires Invar. I think it's lead, but there's too many things with fluid in it, I guess. Fluid ducts. Let's see. There's the hardened ones. Yes, it's lead and Invar. I believe I have lead. I should have lead in here. There's lead. Then where's my Invar? Right there, I have 12. Okay. I keep on accidentally dragging and dropping, so I don't know what that's all about today. We don't need a ton. Let's see if we could get away with 3. How many will that give us? That'll give us 18. That'll be more than enough. Okay. So we'll start piping up lava straight up. Let me grab those ingots so I can pulverize them. Then I'll be able to remove that magnetic generator. Actually, that has enough power in it. I don't need to worry about it. Should have more than enough stored power. Well, maybe not. It's dropping pretty fast, actually. Yeah, we have enough. Might have been kind of interesting to disconnect the power first to see how much it actually costs per ingot to pulverize. So let's go back up and real quick make a cobblestone gen. I need my 2 buckets. Gonna need some water. I know I'm kind of rushing right now. I actually am just taking a 30-minute break from the road. Legally, I have to take a 30-minute break after 8 hours of work. So I had drove 7 hours today already. It's only noon, so I started fairly early. So I kind of want to do like a 25, 30-minute recording right now. So I want to get this set up, and I want to let it run for a while. Then I will come back and finish the episode probably late tonight when I'm finally done for the day, and probably 8 hours from now. So, anyways, back to the important stuff, that being Minecraft. We need those plates. So I'm just trying to do this off the top of my head to see if I remember. It's 4 plates each in the corners, the 2 buckets, and I think it's tin. Yep, perfect. So I think we got enough right now. Wire. I'm running all over the place because I'm in a hurry. I do apologize for that. Um, whoops. Where is my aluminum? There's some aluminum, but there it is. Let's do 3 blocks worth right now. I have quite a bit of wool. Yeah, I don't know if I have that much wool. I have 43. Yeah, I didn't have quite that much wool, but oh well. That gives us 45 total now, because I already had a couple. Just move some of the stuff down. Get rid of these ingots. Get rid of the buckets. And I think we're actually good to go now. Oh, jeez. I didn't realize I was that low on health. Wasn't paying any attention to my health. And of course, everything is not organized now for some reason. Usually when you pick it up, it's pretty good. Okay. So that's staying there. Let's just go all the way down to the basement, the 4th level, and work our way up. Easiest way to do it. Jump over here. Make sure, once again, we will use our hardened fluid ducts, not our item ducts. And then put servos. I only have enough for 3 of them. So now it's pumping. You saw the level drop since it filled up with cobblestone. So that means these pipes now have molten lava in them. And then we're going to go straight up here. And that should work out. Yep, perfect. So now we have lava flowing up to level 3. I did forget a chest. Oh well. And did I screw this up? Yes, I did. Because I wanted these to be over in that corner. Oh well. Now here I have a kind of a dilemma. I didn't plan this out because I want my light source there. So I'm actually going to have to, I want to pipe my lava up through that hole, not this hole. Not a big deal. Easy enough to fix. Patch the hole. We have enough hardened fluid ducts that's not an issue. So we'll just bring it over here. Whoa, almost walked right into that lava. I did that last episode. That wasn't smart. So now it's coming up here. So all we need to do is put our dynamo down here. I'm actually going to place it down on this side. It doesn't really matter. Eventually I'll have 2 whole rows coming of, this whole row right here and this row. The only reason I did that right now is because I want to, if I could talk right, proper English. Because I'm going to be running, oh, come on. Power over here, so that's 2 less blocks I'd have to travel. So I'm going to want my production stuff over in this corner. So keeping with this one away so I don't interfere with light source. Gonna have my cobblestone generator here, and then my first one here. And I'm doing 2. And then I'm going to do 4 on this side. So then I'm going to need wires. I might not have enough wire actually for this. And I'm just going to run them straight over to the side. Hey, look at that. We have enough. Okay, not the prettiest thing by any means, but functional. I really wish there wasn't like a kink in the line, but we'll fix that later. Eventually I'm going to upgrade all those anyways to hardened, especially at this level, to hardened wires. Or I forget what they're actually called. They might not be called hardened. Um, what are they? It's going to drive me nuts. Advanced, heavy. It's heavy wire. Yeah, so I'm going to upgrade it from this is aluminum wire. I'm going to upgrade it to heavy aluminum wire later. So pick up all this stuff that we already have set up. Whoops. Added an extra hole. So patch that up. And it should be over in this corner. I even knew it was going to be in this corner because I wanted it the same wall as the smeltery. And anyways, though, we have auto hammers here, 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 and here. And then we need our auto sieves right here and right here. And we're going to need just put a mesh in each of the sieves. And then redo all of our piping. This time, though, we do have a cobblestone gen. So I like to power about 4 rows per gen. It could probably handle more than that. That's just personally what I like to do, so that's why I offset it. Once again, these don't need a servo. So there will be fairly quickly. It should. Yep, there's already cobblestone flown into that first one. So, and it does, once again, takes the path of least resistance. So it will fill this one up before it starts filling this one up. Where's my servos? There's the servos. Oops, I missed. I'll come back and do the servos later. And for now, that's as far as that one's going. Okay, servo time. Now, if you watched my Let's Play series in Sky Factory, you'll remember me talking about or getting frustrated with the transfer pipes, which I believe there are in this mod pack. They would get like almost overwhelmed with my massive auto hammer, auto sieve setup, and so they tended to clog up all the time. That's one huge advantage of using these item ducts and servos. While these base ones, these white ones, only transfer 8 at a time, it's really easy to upgrade them. It won't be that long before I start upgrading them to the singulum. I forget I don't know how to say it. There's a metal you could add to them, and it will transfer a whole stack at a time. And at that point, they never get clogged. And you only really need that for the last ones. For the single auto hammer, for the auto hammers, going to the sieves, it more than keeps up. So anyways, I was coming here. I thought I had a small storage crate, and we're almost at exactly 30 minutes by the time I place this. Right there, because there should be stuff already in there. Oh yeah, skystone dust. Oops. As you can see, we're having a power problem. We don't have enough power. These things. This one has absolutely zero power, pretty much. So I was gonna end it there. Let's just see how much iron we have left to make Invar. I believe we actually have quite a bit. So we have 6, so that's enough for 1 already. There's 8 aluminum pieces. That makes 6 more. Combined with 4 nickel. That'd make 6. Or that'd make 12. So that's enough for 2 more. Wow. Okay. So let's see. Why isn't that letting me? don't know why that wouldn't let me break that block into pieces. So that'll give me 3 more magnetic generators, which is probably enough. Wait, that's aluminum. Anyways, that's iron. But let's just go crazy with this. Huh, that is definitely something that's new. That not letting me break blocks of a metal in my inventory. You have to do it at a table. I can't believe I keep on taking fall damage on the stairs. Guess I'm cutting it way too close. So, let's see. 12, we need 24 then. Jeez, I keep on clicking dragging. So, that'll make 36 Invar ingots, which is way overkill. But at the same time, it's overkill, but we'll use it. Those machines take a lot of power. Well, those ones don't take a ton of power. The auto hammer and auto sieve. But now we're gonna probably when we get back after I let this run for a while off camera. I'm gonna then run those into like sorters, and then start combining pieces in a auto combiner. Then you grind them because that's the second way to double your ingot. First, of course, the easy way is the smeltery, which is what we're doing now. Then the second way, you could actually run pieces or just iron ore or any material ore through a grinder, and it'll actually grind it into dust, and that's the second way to double it. So we're going to combine them into pieces, then we're going to grind them into dust, and then we're going to have a powered furnace to cook them, and then combine them again into blocks, and then we'll feed it into our auto sorting setup, which will probably be an episode or two down the road. Well, maybe only one episode. We'll see. We also still need to pipe lava up into my fuel tank. But anyways, let's see. We have 4 blocks exactly. Isn't that nice how that worked out? I honestly didn't plan it. I should have realized that when I said 36, that it, of course, is divisible by 9. So I should have known that. So let's see. How much hardened fluid ducts do we have? We have 6. So definitely not enough right now. Well, trying to decide how I want to do this. Probably go straight down. Yeah, let's go straight down. This hammer out the path. Okay, so that is, of course, 7 across since I have 5 basins and 2 tables. So, or we could just look up there. So that's as far down as we'll want to go. Then that will open it up. Don't need that marble, but I always end up grabbing it. Come on, there we go. Close up that. Let's go make some more hardened fluid ducts. Really need to stop vaping with that cough I always get. Not good. Yes. So, and I forgot to grab the Invar. Jeez. Gotta think here. Gotta think. And I'm already at 34 minutes of recording. So much for my 20 to 30 minute video here, huh? Actually, I think I'm going to call that for right now. Obviously, whoops, one more level, sorry. I'll be back shortly. In the meantime, I'll connect that hardened fluid duct all the way over there to this setup. Normally, I'd probably pipe it from over here, but obviously I don't have that full bank done yet. So I'll have to pipe it from up here all the way across that wall to there. Of course, I think I have 2 more that needs to go in the wall right here. At least 2, maybe 3. So I need 1 there, 1 there. Yep, I need 2 more there. So I have a lot of hardened fluid ducts to make. And I need to make some more magnetic generators, but you already have seen me make those. Let's just, out of curiosity, see how we're doing. Once again, we're super low on power, so this is really slow right now. I mean, these machines have barely any power, so they're running super slow. As you can see, like on this auto hammer, or these auto hammers, they'd be constantly moving if they had power, but they're just moving slowly by slowly because there's so little power. Kind of sad, actually. So, off camera, I'm going to build probably 3 more magnetic generators to power these. Maybe more. I might make 5 more. Just keep it even numbers, so 3 or 5 more to make either 4 or 6 total magnetic generators. So adding to that one lone one down there. And I'm gonna do the fluid ducts so I could close up that hole right there and have my smeltery completely permanently powered. Because right now I only have half a bucket. Well, 0.55 buckets. I have 550 milliliters out of 1,000. 1,000 is 1 bucket. So I will be back shortly. I have a lot of just mindless stuff to do. And after that, I'm actually just going to let it run. Probably I want to build up a decent size stockpile of like ore pieces, redstone, and glowstone. I won't do anything with them. I probably won't even smelt them yet. So I will be back shortly. I'll see you soon. Bye. And we are back. It's the next day in real life. But I have been doing quite a bit of work. First off, I want to mention that I did make signalum, however you want to pronounce that. Fairly simple recipe. All it requires is 10 pieces of redstone, 3 ingots of copper, and 1 ingot of silver, which I have plenty of all those. The reason I did it off camera is because in a furnace, forge, redstone takes forever to melt down. The reason I did that, of course, is so I could create some advanced servos. So I was looking up a recipe for hardened glass. Not quite ready to make that yet. Hardened glass is used to make the transparent item and fluid ducts. I could make it now, but I'm not going to worry about it now. I need to create basically, I need to create a obsidian generator, which is real simple to do. I can do. I'm just not going to worry about it right now. Right now, we're going to need some more servos. So let's make 2 more stacks of our ingots worth of iron ingots, because we're going to need servos. I don't think I'm going to need quite that many, but that'll only give us 11. Let's make 11. Now, let's make 6. So once again, just simple recipe. More. And there. And to make the advanced servos, here I'll show you the different servos. As you can see, there are 5 different ones. So there's our basic one, of course, which we've been using. You hold down shift, of course, and max size 8, and you could do 3 slots basically. Even for fluids, you can see the extraction rate is 50%. That's enough for all of our auto hammers and auto sieves, and even for our crucibles for making lava, because they're not producing anything nearly fast enough. But we want, then you could go upgrade them to the hardened with just a piece of, you just add an existing servo and throw a piece of Invar in there, So then at 16, then you could do a gold one, I believe. Oh, Electrum. That uses Electrum to make those ones. And as you can see, you could upgrade either of the previous 2 tiers to make that with a piece of Electrum. I'm doing this 4th level one because as you can see, the jump is huge. It goes up to 150% for fluids, but it also does a full stack at a time of items. And let's see, yeah, it's just so much better. Of course, the resonant servo is even better. Really, the only huge benefit you get is with fluids. It's 200% versus 150. But this one requires, let's see. Whoops. Nope, I want the alloy smelter. This requires sand. And that's a weird recipe. Let's do casting. Smelting. Nope, alloying. So we need molten lead, molten platinum, and resonant ender, which is you get from melting ender eyes. So that's just like a huge fluid cost. So let's make 3 of the 4th level ones. To start, I'm going to need some new item ducts. For some reason, I always forget how to make basic item ducts. So if I could type. So there's our basic one right there. I think it's tin and lead. Yep. Okay, I did know how to make it. So we're going to need a little more lead than 2. I have been smelting stuff pretty fast. Let's break up 2. We have plenty of tin, as you can see. And we have plenty of lead. Let's just make a whole bunch. I usually don't like to make too many of them. Just for the sole reason that it always kind of seems like a waste because 90% of these I will be replacing with transparent ones just for cosmetic reasons. So anyways, we have almost 2 full stacks now, so that's more than enough. As I mentioned, I was going to expand my base. I actually ran a power line up to this, so our pulverizer does have power once again. You can see it coming out of the wall right there. I don't know why I have a block missing there. That's interesting. At our power gen level, I know I skipped over that. As you can see, I have upgraded not only the number, but I've also upgraded to heavy wire. Once again, for heavy wire, all you do is take a normal piece of wire and put a piece of wool on top and a piece of aluminum on the bottom, or vice versa. You could do it either way. So it's not really, at this point, we have so much aluminum that is so cheap to make. And my sheep farm has grown quite a bit. I probably have 1.5 to 2 dozen sheep, so wool is easy to come by. As you can see, I've been taking care to expand my lava production too. This last one I still do not have servo on. That is an intentional decision right there. That's just for my expansion, so I could keep on putting more lava down as I need it, as I create more crucibles. So I always have 4 buckets worth of lava available at that end. I've been using a lot more power than I thought, so as you can see, I've had to make a lot of magmatic dynamos. And based on this fact that this last one in the chain still does not have any in reserve, it means I probably actually still need more. And the reason is, as you can see, I have a decent amount of auto hammers and sieves going on right now. This last one is not connected. This one right here is actually not connected to power yet because it's not full. I don't have an auto sieve. These are just gravel ones. I have 3 gravel ones now. This one's doing iron mesh. This one is doing a flint mesh. And this one is doing a diamond mesh. So I did upgrade one of my meshes to a diamond. The reason for the diamond is it produces everything about twice as... drop rates are twice as good as the iron mesh. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same drops that you get from it. And the reason why I have one with a flint mesh instead of just doing all iron, is it produces some things that you don't get from the iron and diamond meshes, such as coal and lapis. Uh, Lapis is not a huge thing. Even coal really is not that big of a deal right now. But I do like to have some production of it. I don't know if there's anything else that it produces. So, whoops. Once again, all you do is, when you get type in sieve down here, you can just right click on them and then click on the sieve tab up here, and you'll see all the item tables for what they drop. So let's go to gravel. Whoops, I think I passed by it. Oh, no, that's gravel. Okay, yeah, so this is the diamond, as you can see. It's, for an example, iron, 20% drop rate. Or if we go to a flint, the iron stiffened mesh, you only get a 10%. Diamonds, it's a 0.08 on iron, and it's a 1%, so it's not double, but I've been wanting iron ore, so that's why I've been doing that. Even more so, as you can see right here, we get flint, coal, and lapis. So there is flint also. But we do not get diamond and emeralds. So that's what you lose. You lose diamond and emeralds, but you gain flint, coal, and lapis. And actually the drop rates for stuff like minerals, as you can see, it's 7 versus 10%. So it's not that much difference. For gold, 10 and 7. So you get, a little bit of reduction, in production. But as you can see, we're producing a lot of pieces. And this is where it starts to get, stuff gets cluttered up. So our next step is we're going to build our actual, I don't even know what to call it. Let's call it a processing area. Oh, also, I have built a tree growing area out here. Let's see what's the easiest way to show you, because it is dark. It is night. So let's walk around the wall. Kind of get a higher view of it. So yeah, as you can see, I just built out. I had so much marble, I decided to build out to the side here. It's lit up, but it's not protected by a wall. But this is where I'm growing all my trees for now, for wood production. So I just started that very shortly. So, anyways, that's where I will be growing all my trees in the future when I need wood. Speaking of wood, how much wood do I have? Okay, I have enough. I want, let's see. We need a compressor, is what we need. We're going to need 2 compressors. Whoops. Sorry, handed the wrong spot. And we're going to use the same one we used in Sky Factory, which is this one right here, the auto compressor from X Compressum mod pack. Super simple. We need a block of iron, 4 iron ingots, and 4 crafting tables. Like I said, I have been doing some smelting. I actually forgot it required a block of iron in the center. It's easier to look through it when it's like this view. I thought I had a ton of iron. I have 30 iron ingots. I don't see any blocks though. So we'll just make 2 blocks. I have enough for that. And I'll still have enough left over. Now we're going to need a total of 8 crafting tables. So since they each require 4, it's just as simple as to do that. So we'll need our blocks like that. We'll need now 8 ingots since we're making 2, doubling it. And there we go. Some of the stuff down that we'll actually need. I really would like to build another storage crate. So let's say I do have enough for that, thankfully. So we need 2 stacks of 4 for that. And then we're going to need some sticks. So, once again, just simple recipe. Done it a million times. I'm a little bit low on wood right now. I always want to think that sticks go in the corner, but it's the planks go in the corner for the wood casing. I know the chests go in the corner now for this one. Okay, let's get rid of that. We won't be doing excavating any time soon. So, what we're gonna want, I'm gonna want to pipe everything up on this wall going straight up for my sorting up on the top production level. Just another hole in the floor right there. So this is going to be my final chest right here. So this will be a compressing area. This will be a furnace air line. Of course, you want a gap in between. That's why I'm skipping 2 every time. So this will be another compressing line. And we have so much room. Let's just, let's just forget about that. Let's just go all the way back here a ways. Put our 2 compressors down. And we're going to need to feed those compressors. So let's put that block there. And you know what? Once again, we have so much room. I'm going to put a lot of space in between everything. So I'm going to put 3 blocks in between, just in case I need the room for something, instead of having just a block between. So we're going to need to run some item ducts. And then we're going to use some of these advanced servos. And the benefit of these advanced servos, the main benefit, is instead of 3 spots for blacklisting or whitelisting, like you'd get with a normal servo, you get 12. And then you could also do like large groups instead of just ignore mod owners, so you can ignore a complete mod or dictionary. You could do a lot of other stuff. I never mess around with these other settings. I always just whitelist it and then turn it on. And then whitelist this one and turn it on. So that means it will only grab stuff that you want that's listed in there. And now the fun part. I really should have emptied my inventory before I did this stage. Is I need to empty out this chest. So there are easier ways to do this. Actually, I say that. Let's just do the easier way. So I'm going to break all these item ducts here. So that they don't have anywhere to go. Pieces there. And even this setup right now is kind of messed up. Thinking about redesigning this as I go right now. For now, I'm gonna leave it. It is gonna drive me crazy though. Yeah, for now I'll leave it. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna want to pipe everything over to this chest over here. So that means, of course, putting a pipe here. And then run it across. This is why I needed so many item ducts. So I'm going to also need an item duct out of this. And I'm going to use one of my advanced servos just because it's so much faster. I'm going to not whitelist or blacklist anything, so it'll take everything out of here. And Then I'm going to need one out of here. So just a normal servo here. Normal servo here. Sorry, it feels weird switching back and forth between over two spots. Oops. Not mean for that to go there. And pipe these together. Servo. This will also prevent stuff from like being backfed. Like if I would have just connected that pipe right away. In this case, it wouldn't work because it doesn't accept any the parts that would be coming out of there. But it could backfeed into there. So like, for instance, like right now, if I wouldn't have had this servo here, once again, it would have just been pumping everything into there. And since I'm trying to empty that, I really don't want that right now. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So let's just go make it a nice square corner. Don't need a zigzag or anything. Whoops. Okay. Now when I get done with this, I'm going to end up having probably, I'd say 2 banks of 4. So like this one going all the way down to sifting dust. I forget what I usually do for sand. I don't know if I ever actually, if there's any benefit to actually sifting sand. So I might just do like 2 banks of 4. I know I usually do like 4 or 5 banks of the 2 for sifting gravel. I usually do a couple, like 3 diamond and a flint, just so I get that coal and lapis. I don't care about the flint that it gets. The coal and lapis are somewhat useful though. Maybe I do 4 diamond mesh ones and 1 flint. But anyways, I'll have like all the 4s over here against the wall and kind of go down to, to 2 ones. If I do 3 for sifting sand, I might do that. I don't know. But as you can see, this storage crate's already emptied out, which is honestly faster than I was expecting. But you see, it's a lot better than trying to transfer everything one at a time. That's already caught up. That's caught up for the most part. Yeah, okay, so they're good. So that means we got all of our ores over here. And we are going to need power down here for these 2 machines. So let's go down to the power level. I just punched that hole in the floor just so I know exactly where the machines are. Of course, we'll want to patch that spot up. And then it was over 3. I actually have some wires here going up to my pulverizer. Okay, so now those should be getting powered up. Yep. And all these are going to do right now is these are going to compress ore pieces. And then they will put them into a crate. I really need a second crate now for the other one. This also has the benefit of splitting the workload, for furnaces and for compressors. But also there's more than 12 total ores, if I remember correctly, that you are sifting. Just because of duplicates, like there's a couple aluminums and stuff. So we're going to need, let's do iron. Let's do some real basic ones. So like iron, copper, aluminum. Yeah, see, these are 2 different aluminums since they're not stacking. I believe. Let's see. Oh, okay. Nope, never mind. Oh, that's right-click to sort. Of course, second row starts there. So there's 1 aluminum. This is the other aluminum. Clear that out just so I can see. Copper's a basic metal, and so is lead. I only need, doesn't really matter how many I take actually. I just like to make it look clean. So that means for the top one, platinum. Okay. Just taking the ones I haven't taken so far. There's nickel. That's kind of a basic metal, but oh well. Osmium is definitely not a basic metal. Gold. Tin. Tin's basic. Let's go down here for tin. And silver, precious metal. Okay, that should be all of them. So actually, it looks like we would have been fine putting them all through one. But like I say, this way we'll at least sort them. So let's do precious metals over here, and normal metals over here. And it doesn't use those, so you can just put them all back. And as you can see, it's emptying this now. Fairly quickly. And of course, if you ever used a compressor before, as you can see, it just compresses them. Just like anything else, it's creating chunks. So we're going to need some output. So where's my item ducts? There they are. For this one, once again, you only really need a basic servo. You don't need an advanced one. It's not going to be creating them so fast that, well, it will create them pretty fast. As you can see, it's a pretty quick process. But usually the basic ones will keep up just fine. So this will make things a lot easier also for smelting. We just go to the chest right here. This is kind of getting long already, which I'm kind of shocked by. How fast time has flown. Let's see, I need an axe, because I need some more wood. I do want to create that last, one more storage chest before we call it an episode. So let's go harvest some of these trees from this area. I love vein miner. I don't know if I've ever said that before. Oh wait, yes I have. It is kind of weird having it set to shift because you crouch walk, which is so much slower than normal. I usually run everywhere in this game anyways. I almost always double tap when I'm moving. Because even this seems slow right now, which is just normal walking. That's probably enough wood right there. But I can't help myself. Oops. My axe is broken. So I guess it's going to have to be enough wood. Which reminds me, I have never upgraded any of my other tools besides my pickaxe. I really need to do that. I guess we really don't have any of the cool metals that I like to use for my final versions, though. I usually use, like, cobalt. Sometimes platinum. I do have platinum now. So I'm just collecting all the apples and saplings. Gotta replant, cut a tree, replant a tree. I think you're technically supposed to, if you, what does the conservationist say? You cut a tree, plant two. Not quite there, but 1 for 1 I think is good for Minecraft world. Okay, that's good enough. Other stuff is dropping. I don't really need it though. Soon we'll have a source of like endless food. And we already have so many saplings, it's not even funny. I actually got it walking through. I didn't know if I made it. The door closing, if you're wondering what I was talking about. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at all that wood. We got over 2 stacks. Let's see, any of this other stuff we could get rid of. Iron nuggets, sure. Let's get rid of all this metal. Okay. So yeah, let's create. I'm going to need quite a few storage chests in the future. So this will give us 4 more. So let's see, 16, so I'm going to need 36 wood. Planks. That's 8. Then I'm going to need 16 sticks. And 4 pieces of wood in the center. Did I do this backwards again? No, I didn't. I actually did it right for once. Wow. Miracles do happen. Whoops. Wow, I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? There we go. My my area where I have my laptop set up in my semi truck is extremely cramped in this truck. So one of my biggest complaints about this truck is I don't have any kind of desk. My last truck actually had a fold-out desk. Well, not fold-out, it swung out. That was super handy. So there we go. We're doing pretty good. So we got 22 iron chunks already, which is nice because, of course, that doubles when you put it in the smeltery. So that's 44 blocks of iron. We're really coming along here. Because once again, after this, we're going to grind all these chunks because that turns them into powder. And you get 2 powder for every chunk or ore. And then every powder turns into 1 ingot. So it's a way to double it without using the smeltery. I think, though, actually, I'm pretty sure that before we could grind anything, or to make a grinder, we're going to need to build an atomic reconstructor, which actually is not that hard. Atomic reconstructor. Yeah, it's just so you have an iron casing, 4 redstone, and 4 iron ingots. In a redstone casing, you need black quartz, sticks, and iron. Black quartz. I forget how we get that easy. I know there is a way. Oh, you can get it from sifting sand. Okay, so we are going to have a bank of sand. So it looks like we'll only have yes, so we'll have 1 bank of sand, because we need a Presmarine charge for a couple things, and black quartz. So with a diamond. So, and you get 5% there, 2%. So it's more than 2.5 times as likely if you have a diamond. So yes, we will need to set up a bank. So that settles it. So we'll probably have 2 banks of 4. Settles it, and I say probably. So we will have 2 banks of 4 for sifting dust. And of course, I'm including my auto hammers and my auto sieves all as, one. So 3 hammers and 1 sieve. So we'll have 2 rows of 4 for dust. 1 row of 3, so it'll come out here, of sand so we could get the quartz. So we'll get the quartz and the Presmarine shards. And then we'll probably start off with like 3 or 4. We'll probably start off with 4 for metal ingots of banks of 2. So let's see, that will give us 7 total. I really need another cobblestone generator, but looking at this, it's maxed out every one of these initial hammers, so I think we're actually doing pretty good with only 1 cobblestone generator. We might build a second one. We probably will. But we're actually almost there for what we need for that. So we have the start of 5 banks right now. So we'll have 2 more, so come out to about here. So let's see. Let's just do it real quick. So we'll need 2 more here. 2 more auto hammers. I'm just doing auto hammers right now. 2 more auto hammers there. 1 more for the sand. And then we'll need 1 more here, 1 more. So let's see. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll need 5 more auto hammers. Of course, with that, we'll need... Okay, I said we need 5. I say we're going to need 10 diamond. We already have 11. So that's awesome. And I also just realized another thing. That with this current setup, usually I pipe in all these items, not from the top, but from the bottom. And then I have a top bypass, because you can compress most of this stuff. Like the coal, the diamonds, emeralds, redstone, the flint. You could all compress, even the lapis, you could compress into blocks, just so they take up less room. Of course, you can compress the glowstone too, and it turns into glowstone lamps. But I don't do that just for the sole reason that most of the time when you break them, it takes 4 to compress and you only get 3 back. So you lose 1 every time you have to break one if you only want the dust for something. And it's so simple just to make glowstone lamps, in your inventory. There's really no reason to compress them. Not when you lose 25% of it just for storage. As you can see, also, I didn't mention, I have started to replace torches with glowstone. And actually, now that I say that, I have a lot of glowstone. I have enough to make 12 lamps. I do believe, yes, 48 is 12. So we're getting this level pretty good for being lit up for glowstone lamps. Missing a lot of those stone bricks. Oh, it's driving me crazy. Jeez, I just can't seem to catch one. There's one. Simple lighting up area. I think it looks so much better having glowstone than torches everywhere. And 2 more. Oh, look at that. See, I'm going to make me feel good with my OCD. It's going to be even rows. Look at that. Ha! That's awesome. Drop down and get all those stone because it will drive me crazy if I don't. Even though I don't really need stone bricks for much anymore. Nice to have. So, now unfortunately these don't produce enough light to light up the level below. So I will have to light up this level with glowstone too. But in all honesty, these will be this and the basement level will be my last 2 levels to light up. Just because I'm really not going to be down here very much. I don't know if I mentioned I did put a storage crate down here. At the end of my row of, you might have noticed, just to collect gravel or cobblestone, just in case I need cobblestone for something. And as you can see, we're producing more lava already than we need, which means when we add more power generators, magnetic generators, that is, we will not necessarily need more lava right now, and we definitely do need some more magnetic. So off camera. Once again, I promise not to go too far, so I won't make my atomic reconstructor. I will not make my crushers. Well, I can't make my crushers an atomic reconstructor. So I won't build an atomic reconstructor off camera before episode 4. I will, however, finish laying out this area. So like I said, I'm going to go back. I'm going to redo all this so that I'll have my banks of 2 4s, 1 3, and then however many doubles I have determined for sifting. So I'll get my auto hammer, auto sieve area completely finished off camera. Not going to bore you with all that right now. And get it ready for piping over here. I might move this over. Trying to decide. I might move it over 1 back to where I originally had it set up. Just so I could have like 1 row for compressing the non-cookable blocks or whatever you want to call them. The diamonds, the emeralds, coal, all that stuff. Because I'm going to need a 3rd compressor here for all that. I'll probably put the 3rd compressor here. and then eventually they'll all go down in here, and they'll be shooting up here, and I have a way to auto sort. Unfortunately, this mod pack does not have drawers and drawers controllers like Sky Factory did. I love that mod. I love that feature. But there's a workaround where you could basically replicate that. It's a little more clumsy, takes up a lot more room, but it sorts out just as good, maybe even better than the drawer system in the end. Um, you could even make it, visual representation in the front. So I love it. We'll get to that in episode 4. We'll continue this processing area, or finish this processing area, and move on to sorting. And after that, all the real fun stuff begins. I mean, I enjoy doing this. I honestly do. I enjoy laying out the factories, creating work areas. I think that's actually pretty fun and entertaining. I'm kind of weird like that, I guess. But the real fun stuff will be, of course, creating rockets, creating spacesuits, and then eventually traveling to space. So this is a very long episode, I know. I do apologize for that. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. I can't say enough how much I appreciate it. Of course, like I said in my very first Sky Factory episode, I'm not in this to make money off of YouTube. I have no delusion that I'm going to become a professional YouTube gamer, that'll be my main profession. I know that I'll always be a trucker first, a gamer second, then a YouTuber probably third, for my priorities. But I still appreciate the views. Leave a comment if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you want. This is Long Haul Gamer. Be safe out there and have a good day.